Stay with your legs media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up. Simples. There we are. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the Zinnis Luby Site with your legs media. And it's a pleasure to see you. I hope you've enjoyed the interviews that we've posted so far. We've had 2 Kenyan riders. We have 1 Nigerian rider so far. Our next interview looks like it's going to be from a rider from Ghana, an elite rider from Ghana. He's 29 years old. I believe his name is Victor. So that's going to be the next interview coming up. And we're just going to keep them coming. And we hope you enjoy it. Just give us some feedback and let us know what you think. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into this. So, Lance Armstrong drops some biggity bomb news on that thing called EPO. It says Lance Armstrong reveals exactly how he got away with cheating for so long. The disgraced superstar told Bill Maher the truth about his secret method for evading anti-doping and testing. So let's get into it. Let's see. We're going to just read really quick, and then we're going to go with my thumbnail. And I think it's a valid question in the thumbnail. It says, I've been tested 500 times. I've never failed a drug test. Lance Armstrong was never wrong when he said that. And he said that often his swift and high-profile fall from grace came after he was done being tested and he had left the sport of cycling behind. And never was it due to a failed drug test. It was due to his bodies. Which has led to the nagging question that has lingered for so many years. As one of the highest profile athletes on earth, how did he get away with it for so long? He cheated. We know that, bro. But now, thanks to courtesy of a new wide-ranging interview with a political comedian, Bill Maher, we have more insight into how Lance Armstrong cheated. There was no way around the test, Armstrong recently said on the Bill Maher's Random podcast. He continued. He said, Lance speaks quite frankly. When I pissed in the cup, they tested the piss in the cup. It passed. Now, the reality and the truth of it all, of this is, some of the substances, primarily the one that is most beneficial, has a 4-hour half-life. Well, half-life, I'm thinking it's saying shelf life, half-life. For certain substances, whether it be cannabis or antibiotics or whatever, have much longer shelf lives or half-lives. So I'm not, I got to look up that one. The one that's most beneficial that Armstrong mentions was EPO, a red blood cell boosting hormone that increases oxygen transportation throughout the body, thereby improving aerobic performance. You could smoke a joint and go to work driving your tractor and in 2 weeks test positive because the half-life is much longer. Armstrong told Maher with EPO, which was the rocket fuel that changed not just our sport but every endurance sport, you have a 4-hour half-life, so it leaves the body very quickly. With a 4-hour half-life, you can just do the math. So basically, by the math, let me see, I don't want to get lost. By the math, it can be assumed that Armstrong was referring to the length of the average Grand Tour stage, meaning that by the time the stage was finished, Armstrong might be tested and the level of EPO in his system was undetectable. After years of speculation and accusations by his detractors and subsequent denial by Armstrong and his teammates, the Austin, Texas native admitted to Oprah Winfrey in a 2013 interview that he had in fact cheated. His fall from grace was swift, and the then record 7 Tour de France victory stripped, a lifetime ban from competitive cycling handed down by the UCI, a remittance of his Olympic medal, and a $5 million settlement paid to the United States government, and countless lost endorsements revenue. After a few years spent under the radar, Armstrong has slowly been making his way back into the public conversation. He hosts a popular cycling podcast called A Move, which is dope. You should check it out, alongside his former teammate George Hidekepi and former manager Johan Brunel and Austinite J.B. Hager. Armstrong has also appeared on a reality television show. I didn't know that. I haven't seen it either. That sent several celebrities to a simulated version of Mars. he even got back into the bike scene with the direct to consumer brand Ventum, which announced Armstrong as one of their endorsees. There's a ton more in the Murray and Armstrong nearly 90-minute conversation than the EPO admission. And if you're one of the people who still defends Armstrong, or you've grown ambivalent, the podcast is well worth the time. But if you still see that the mention of the one-time superhero, you might want to probably sit this one out. So anyone that's still feeling a way about Lance Armstrong after all of this time, yeah, you probably need to go sit on the couch with somebody and have a talk. Have a sit down, or let them have a listen to you and, exhale, do a couple of woosahs or something. But yeah, it is what it is. And that leads into my thumbnail. So with that, it would make sense to have the testing. It should be post and pre-race testing. It just only makes sense to have post and pre-race testing. So, the guys have been riding faster and faster and faster every year. Now, I know the sport and the technology and the clothes and eating and all of that stuff, but if you can imagine, Pantani was naturally a gifted climber before he even done all the doping. He was just naturally better than everyone else. I believe he only did the doping so that he could go longer, with his strength. He could extend, he could prolong his output, so he can win the Grand Tours like he did. But to see the riders now, what they're doing is that oh goodness, come on guys, give me a break. That's my elite riders from the different African countries trying to. So let me see if I can get through this before someone else pings me. But it just, I'm gonna be honest. I love every single rider, and it just to see that the way that they are able to ride day after day, faster and faster and faster, it begs to question, so I just to clear any doubts, I would think it would be a good idea to do post and pre-race like doping tests. It's just, yeah, something's got to give. You just can't keep going faster and faster and faster. Usain Bolt set the record, and basically that's it. No one's going faster. If they just kept coming along and going faster and faster and faster and breaking, that 100 meters, then you'd be like, okay, something's up. But it's not. He set the bar. The guy is a phenomenon. It's a one. It doesn't happen that often, and yeah, and it is what it is. So, yeah. So all I'm saying is just to make the sport like to the spectator feel fair, and throw some of that doubt and speculation out. Yeah, do the testing. What do you think? I need you to leave it in the comments what you think. But I truly and honestly think that testing before and after the race would be a very good idea, especially with the knowledge that Lance just dropped. So, and had they been doing something like that, it would have been a completely different ball game, because Lance wasn't the only one. A lot of people would have had to heed the warning and watch out and stuff. So, and there are people getting caught for doing different things, like okay, so WADA doesn't recognize tramadol as a doping product, but the UCI do. And my man Quintana tested positive for the tramadol. So, and that was after the effect. So it's just like, so he probably took the tramadol to ease the pain, not to enhance his performance. He's probably stressed out and everything, because it's like a aspirin or whatever. So type of thing. So but he shouldn't have. If it's banned, it's banned. And I don't condone it in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's just my thing. I need to know what folks think. What do you think? I personally think that the testing should be done before and after. And then with that, I'm going to be out. And I want to shout out to color. What is it called? Super color. So my T-shirts and the logos are done by Super Color. So big up to Super Color. You need to check them out if you need to get T-shirts done and you need to get your transfers. If you do the T-shirt yourself and you want to get like good quality transfers, check out Super Color. And the last thing before I go is Vice cards. I don't even have mine in front of me. So the last business card you would ever buy, you need to get a Vice card. You go in the description is both links to Super Color and Vice card. It's stupid though. Vice card works with an NFC chip, and you can you walk up to your buddy and your mate, and you just holds out his phone, and then you just tap it works with a phone, it works with an iPad, and with the iPad it has a barcode on it as well. So if someone has an older phone that doesn't work with NFC, they can just open up the camera and scan the barcode with the camera, and a little link pops up, and then you can just direct you to all of your link tree and all your information. So Vice card is the last. It's V1CE. This is the last card you ever need. Anyway, with that, I'll be out. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more interviews. Up next from Ghana, his name is Victor, and we're gonna have a chat with him. Alrighty, people, have a good day. If you're out there on the bike, be safe. It's winter time in a lot of places, and cyclocross season is on and popping. So we're gonna talk about that as well too. Amazing race today. Amazing race. lLances Media, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up.